But now you take somebody on a ride and they go, "Oh my gosh, that's smooth." And I'm still on hardware 3, version 13.6. And still, I mean, I very rarely get any kind of an intervention of any kind. The other day, I think I was a little bit sad that it wasn't going, and so I gave it a little tap. I think they need to have a tap. They should leave the tap in, even when the steering wheel and the pedals are gone. You should be able to just give it a little tap,
Yeah.
a little
Or I don't,
go.
I'm curious though, like tapping is probably my most common intervention also. And like with V14, I'm just curious to see like, will tapping still be a thing? I mean, presumably it will be as long as we have this ridiculous stop sign rule where like you have to get to 0 miles per hour. Like that's just so why are we allowed to speed, but we have to go to zero? Like, why is it okay to break some of the traffic laws on FSD? It doesn't make any sense to me. Um,
Exactly. Yes.
but yeah, I think the tap might be helpful if we have this stop sign issue.
So I'm sure you're even way more sophisticated than I am on this kind of stuff. And I don't really normally pay attention to volume, but I did notice that even with this huge run up today, volume was just normal. What does
Yeah.
that tell you? Anything?
Yeah, I mean, people will often say that means there's more buyers than sellers. To which I will always say, no, no, no. Like buyers and sellers are always perfectly matched. So,
100%.
like that's always you can count on that. It's like your balance sheet will always balance, and buyers will always be matched with sellers. Um, so yeah, but clearly, there are more people looking or gosh, now here I'm falling into my own trap. Yeah, there's optimism, right? People are wanting to buy, at these elevated prices, because I think they're seeing all these things that we're seeing, and the pay package, I think, is a big piece of it. It's one thing to say, like, for you and I to say, oh, I think Tesla could get to $8 trillion or something like that. It's a lot different for that to be like in the proxy statement, with an Elon
Right.
comp package out there. But so I think people are like, okay, back in 2019 or 2018, we also thought it was crazy, and he delivered. So, like, yeah, sure, maybe he can deliver, and the company can go up so much from here.
The interesting thing is that's not what you're hearing. Now you're hearing them go, "Oh, 8 trillion. I mean, this is just a slam dunk. Why are you even paying them all this money to get to that number?"
It is funny it's so true. But like, I think the world has changed a lot just in the last 8 years, though. Like, I mean, Nvidia being a $4 trillion company, it's like I think a lot of people, myself included, back in 2018, actually it was probably more 2017 for me, but I remember thinking at the time, like, all right, Tesla, I could see the case for them being like a $1 trillion company if they like truly get to scale and have FSD like actually deliver robotaxi. But
Sure.
I just had this like dumb heuristic in my mind that $1 trillion was like the maximum market cap companies can achieve. And, and so it took a while for me to be like, no, that's just like a made up limit because that's what like the current highest market cap companies are. Like there's no like law of physics that has to be the case. And so I think, when we're seeing so many companies at that $1 trillion mark in Nvidia where it is, I think it's a lot easier for people to get around the idea of a company that's 1 trillion, 1.5 trillion today, making that its way to 8 or higher.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah, I think you're right. It is a lot easier pill to swallow, which is kind of funny.